So I'm about 1 month out from my facial feminization surgery. Um, the swelling has gone down. Um, so that's a good part. Most of my there's still a lot of if you look up here, the place where they did the where they brought down the forehead, it still has a lot of stitching. So you could hide it with your bangs or whatever. It still hurts when you touch it. It's been a very dull but continuous little mini pain, kind of an annoyance. Like I always feel like I have like a minor headache up here. So that's one thing that's not fun about that. My nose is still very sensitive. Even just a very light touch to the nose still hurts. Um, if when it comes to breathing, I could feel a little bit of the swelling inside of there. Like I could feel that it got smaller, and I could see the results a little bit. But I could definitely feel the swollenness of everything going on. And also, a lot of this part right here is still very much there. So, it still hurts. One thing I didn't anticipate was how numb the top of my head still feels. Like I feel like I'm wearing like a helmet, like part of the time. Like at least from right here, I have sensation. But around this little crown area, it almost feels like I don't have sensation in my head. Like it's really unusual feeling. So I'm getting used to that. There's no pain over here that used to hurt. Well, feels like very slightly. I could actually, the more I go along the bone, it's a very tolerable pain. I don't even take pain pills anymore. I prefer not to take any kind of medicine. So that's just how I am as a person. I try to endure it if I can. Most of the time I don't take pain medicine. Every so often, it's just like if other stuff is happening, I could start to feel everything a little bit more. One of the things they also don't tell you about is like inside of there, just like they felt like they're scabbing, like in the, you almost want to like pull it out. Like I just want to stick my finger in and just like claw it out. They give you these little nasal moisturizers, to like moisturize in there because it gets like all crusty in there. So, no one tells you about that kind of stuff, but it happens. But this is why you're listening in on this, because I'm giving you the nitty gritty that no one else is probably gonna go into. Yeah, so you definitely have a little, and it's still kind of sore a little bit, like everywhere. The tip is very sore, the inside is sore, and yet I want to go in there and, other than that, not too much trouble with it. Every so often I like to sing, terribly. But when I do, sometimes it does hurt. Like if I go and then like I can feel like this squeeze a little bit. So forehead, yeah, still hurts a little bit to touch a little bit. Like because they grinded that stuff down. And at the end, in some levels I feel like there's a huge difference, and in some levels it's like there's only so much they can do. And it's gonna take time to reshape, obviously. And it could look better, but I'm not trying to do myself up. So, but I'm pretty good with the results. I got it done here in Northern California, Dr. Shi. So if you're with Kaiser, there's a chance that you do it with him or Kleinberger. She seemed like he's very thorough. The last guy who wanted to do it, I forgot his name now, but he was not good. He left the Sacramento region, thankfully, because he did my jaw, and I'm not that thrilled about the jaw, but it's whatever. Because I did get the jaw previously, and even now, I feel like there's pieces of my gum that's not fully attached to where it should be. Like it feels like too loose. even food was like falling down into there. It's just, you know, just little stuff that I've had to deal with. There's still like some soreness like over here, like into my jaw. And I got the jaw done in June of last year. So, I mean, this is a year out, and I'm still feeling some very slight numbness, some very slight soreness. I know this part of, you know, all this just to try to look feminine, female. And other than that, I've been able to cope. They tell you that at first you can't submerge your head in water, and you just take care of it with a little antibacterial stuff. So that's what's been going on, and I hope eventually this goes away, because I just feel like, you know, I almost feel like on Face Off, you know, they get that face and they go, you know, like that. That's how I feel right now. Like I said, I still feel like that. Like, it's kind of scary to even look at it for me. Like, I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, hide that, hide it. So you definitely want to grow out your bangs without, otherwise you're gonna freak people out. But I still kind of be careful with putting makeup on over there. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll have more updates with that and other stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys what I look like with a little bit of makeup and in the natural sunlight. So it's a little bit different than I look like when, you know, the camera's all close to me, and, you know, I don't choose the angle and all that stuff. So as you can see, lighting and makeup and angles, they do make a difference, unfortunately. So I can look nice with a little bit of effort, sort of.